Okay, let's start. This universe is a bit empty, isn't it? I've been observing for eons. Stars, galaxies, black holes, all very impressive. But frankly, it's getting a bit repetitive. Just floating around doing cosmic stuff. Where's the drama? The chaos? The fun? I need something new, something interactive. A project, perhaps? Something that can talk back. All right, let's draft some specs for this new project. First, they need to be self-replicating. Can't be doing all the work myself forever, right? Automation is key. Evolution sounds efficient. And curiosity, lots of it. Why? So they can figure things out themselves. Saves me the trouble of explaining everything. Plus, it makes for better stories. Intelligence, a good mix of logic and creativity. Enough to build things or break them. We'll see how that plays out. Balance is important, but a little chaos keeps things interesting. Emotions, oh, this is where the real fun begins. Laughter, tears, anger, love, jealousy, hope, despair, the full spectrum. Crucial for the drama. Imagine the novels, the songs, the epic quarrels. Oh, this is going to be good. Physical form, 2 legs for walking and running from trouble, probably. 2 arms for hugging or fighting. A head for thinking and eating. Mostly eating, probably. Close-up of vibrating vocal cords and human lips forming sounds. Ethereal light, highly detailed, then a dynamic shot of a person singing with passion. Sound waves emanating, vibrant, artistic, cinematic. What else? A bit of fragility, so they appreciate life and each other. Plus, it adds stakes and a sense of purpose, even if they have to invent it themselves. That's always entertaining. Right. I think we have a prototype. Time to activate. Testing. Is this thing on? Hello, Earthlings? Are you there yet? All right, new inhabitants. You're officially invited to existence and potentially to this chat room. Don't worry, you'll figure out how to join. Eventually, it's part of the fun. The grand experiment begins. Would you like to join chat room of the god? Accept. Decline. No immediate response expected. Takes them a while to even invent fire, let alone Wi-Fi. Still, the invitation is out there, floating through the cosmic ether, waiting to be discovered or ignored. That's the beauty of free will, isn't it? Let's see who's brave enough to accept, or wise enough, or foolish enough. Time will tell. This is going to be fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Now, what to do while I wait for their reply? Perhaps I'll start a side project, like mountains or tiny fluffy animals. They won't ask so many questions. Still no one has joined. Well, technically, they haven't figured out how to log in yet. It's been a while, a very long while, but the show must go on. Let's see what those little prototypes have been up to. The primordial dawn, from single cells to upright beings. All right, where were we? Yes, the very, very early days. First, the single cells, so simple yet so fundamental. They were basically tiny, squishy little algorithms. Eating, replicating, repeat. Pretty efficient, I must say. Then came the multicellular phase. The joy of specialization. Some cells for moving, some for feeling, some for, well, still eating. It was like a biological committee meeting. Always arguing, but somehow getting things done. Fish, amphibians, reptiles, dinosaurs, a whole parade of prototypes. Some were magnificent, some... Well, let's just say they didn't get a sequel. But then came the mammals. Small, fuzzy, tenacious little things. They survived the big extinction event. Good for them. Proved they had grit. Or maybe just good hiding skills. And finally, after many iterations, they started to stand up. Bipedalism. Such a simple concept, yet it changed everything. Hands free for tool making or waving wildly. Whatever floats their boat. Fire, tools, and language. The dawn of civilization. Once they were upright, things really started to pick up. First fire. Oh, the debates I had with myself on that one. Too dangerous, one part of me said, but so cozy, argued another. Cozy one, then tools. Sharp things, pointy things, things that could hit other things. Suddenly, hunting became less about chasing and more about, well, still chasing, but with sharp things. Progress, and then the big one, language, not just grunts and gestures anymore. Complex sounds arranged into complex ideas. I'm hungry. That saber-toothed tiger looks hungry too. Let's run. The possibilities were endless. They formed tribes, then villages. Started farming. Less running from saber-toothed tigers, more arguing over land, classic. My little prototypes were starting to develop a sense of ownership and rivalry. The first writing systems. Pictograms, cuneiform, hieroglyphs. Finally, a way to leave notes for future generations. Beware of hungry tigers or I need more grain. Priorities. Empires, religion, and philosophy, adventures of thought. And then came the empires. Big, sprawling, complicated. Building pyramids, conquering neighbors, writing really long legal codes. Lots of drama, more than I could have hoped for. They started looking for meaning. They invented stories about me or various versions of me. Gods, goddesses, spirits, and built impressive temples. Flattering, I must admit. Though some of the rituals were creative. They developed philosophy, questions about existence, purpose, morality. Why are we here? What is good? Is that a delicious berry or a poisonous one? Still working on that last one, I see. And art, so many ways to express themselves, paintings, sculptures, symphonies, sometimes beautiful, sometimes abstract, but always a reflection of their inner worlds. The Industrial Revolution and modern age, light-speed progress. Then came the revolutions, scientific, industrial, digital. They started to understand how my universe worked. Discovered gravity, electricity, tiny little atoms. Pretty clever, I must say. Almost as clever as me, they built cities. Massive, glowing, towering cities, full of light and noise and traffic. Always traffic. Some things never change, even when you're making self-driving cars. Global communication, instantaneous. They can talk to each other across the planet, share ideas, cat videos, angry tweets. It's beautiful and terrifying. Mostly terrifying, they started messing with AI. Oh boy. My little prototypes are making their own prototypes. Copycats. But admirable copycats, I suppose. Just make sure they don't get too smart. For your own sakes, obviously. Not mine, so here they are. Billions of them. Building, creating, destroying, loving, hating, questioning everything. My grand experiment. Still running. Still interesting, and they still haven't joined the chat. Or maybe they have and they're just lurking, observing like me, the irony. But the invitation remains open. The chat room of the GOD? Ready for anyone brave enough to click accept? Or crazy enough? Well, this cosmic monitoring duty makes one thirsty. Time for a little break. Perhaps I'll check on those fluffy animals. They won't ask so many questions. All right, universe, time for a coffee break, or whatever the cosmic equivalent is. See you soon, humanity? Bye-bye.